Hey guys, Brady here, and I just saw Ice Age Collision Course. Before I get into this review, I just want to say, why is Neil deGrasse Tyson being in all these weird cameos lately? He's he first appeared in Zoolander 2, then Batman v Superman, and now he's in Ice Age Collision Course as Neil DeBuck Weasel or something like that, some retarded name. This movie was awful. Everything that's wrong with this generation is in this movie. The hashtagging, the slang, the everything in this is in this movie. They like put it into this movie. Everything that was in the original Ice Age movie has gone out the window, and we now have Ice Age 5, which is pretty much shit. It's probably one of the shittiest animated movies I've ever seen since probably Ice Age 4 or maybe Where the Dead Go to Die. This movie is a clear sign of we should have stopped while we were ahead. They could have stopped after Ice Age 2. Ice Age 1 and 2 were probably the best ones in the series. And then 3 got a little bit like, okay, this isn't good. 4th, like, oh my god, this is terrible. And then the 5th one comes around like, oh my god, this is probably one of the shittiest animated movies ever made. And I had high hopes for this movie because I love I'm a huge fan of the series, at least the first two, at least the last 3, including this one, just went downhill. Like it just slowly started declining, and right when Ice Age 5 came out is when the series died. The series literally died within this movie. All the what's it called, pop culture references and all that stuff. One of the men was like, "Yeah, this is gangster." I was like, "What?" This is supposed to take place in the BC era, and we have words like gangster being used in this movie. We're trying to stay hip with this generation. All the things that were great about the original movie has just went completely poof. Like it just doesn't exist anymore because this movie just completely shat all over the original Ice Age movies, the first Ice Age movie, and just took all the good witty humor of the first Ice Age movie and just shat all over it. Just took a ginormous shit all over the first Ice Age movie. And actually, looking back at the original Ice Age, the animation was terrible, but the movie was a lot of fun. It was a fun adventure comedy animated movie. This is just an annoyance. This is the kind of movie you put on for your kids when they're being rambunctious. Why did I use that word? When they're being like out of control and you can't calm them. You can't like calm them down. So you know what? If you don't be quiet, I'm gonna put on Ice Age 5 for you. This is a punishment movie. This movie is, well, they might like it though. Do not have. You should at least hire a babysitter to go take this. You do not want to be there with your kids. This movie is just awful. Everything about this movie is awful. The jokes didn't land too well. The animation is good. I'll say that the animation is good for this movie. Like it progressively gets better, but the story, the characters, and the dialogue and all the other shit is just awful. Animation is good. Other than that, the entire thing is just shit. Anyway, so Collision Course. Apparently Scratch caused a thing, and now there's meteor showers just flying over the earth and just like destroying the forest. And they run into Bucky again, played by Simon Pegg. And I'm sorry that he's in this movie. I feel bad for him that he's on this contract and he now has to be in Ice Age 5. He's basically like, okay, follow me. I'm gonna take you to the end of the world, and we are gonna try to stop it or some shit like that. I don't know. I lost interest in this movie. I just feel bad for the actors. We got Adam Devine, who is an up and coming actor who I want him to be in more stuff, but he's too busy doing Ice Age 5, and he seems like he's a really funny actor. I mean, I haven't seen Mike and Dave yet, but Mike and Dave looks hilarious. He looks like he has charisma. He was great in the Pitch Perfect movies, and I want to see him in more movies. Do not do Ice Age 6, Adam Devine. Wasn't the original guy that played Adam Devine's part Drake, and Nicki Minaj was in Ice Age 4? Why do they have to bring Keke Palmer into this? Ray Romano. Everything that's wrong with animated with stuff today is in this movie. Like the whole everything's happy-go-lucky at the end. We got Manny dancing with Julian, even though he didn't like Julian in the beginning. We have that. It's just cliched written. Also, there's like so many cliches in this movie. I could write a book about all the cliches in this movie, but I don't want to because it'll take forever. I could say it, but it'll take forever in this video. I don't want this video to be like 10 minutes long, but this movie is just awful. Do not see it. I feel bad for the actors who are involved with this. Queen Latifah, Ray Romano, John Leguizamo, Dennis Leary, Simon Pegg, Keke Palmer, Adam Devine, I already said Simon Pegg. Josh Peck and Sean William Scott. Everyone in this movie I feel terrible for because they're all signed on for this shit. Hopefully I think this movie did complete ass in the box office, and so we're not going to get an Ice Age 6. Hopefully we're not going to get an Ice Age 6. I don't get how Ice Age 3 and 4 made like $900 million. It's kind of shocking that they made like $800 to $900 million in the box office, but this movie just didn't make much. I heard, so no Ice Age 6. Let's hope. Anyway, so this movie is probably the shittiest animated movie I've seen of all, but it's not the worst movie I've seen this year. That goes to Zoolander 2, another Neil deGrasse Tyson movie. So I give Ice Age Collision Course 0.5 out of 5 stars.